make the cake, we're gonna need some rhubarb, of course, and then 200 grams or about 2 cups of any flour of your choice. So I'm using oat flour. So basically I just, with the magic of TV, I have oat flour here. I just processed my oats in the blender until I get a fine powder, and then I have some almond flour, some oat milk, any milk will do, raw cane sugar, you could also use date sugar for a sugar-free version, and then some cornstarch and baking powder. Finally, I'm using vegan butter, but you could use something healthier like coconut butter, nut butter, and voila, we're ready to begin. So actually we're not using the whole butter because we need to keep some for the streusel. So we want 100 grams. And it's important that it's soft enough to be beaten together with the sugar. Same for the sugar, we're not using all of it, just 100 grams. Okay, then we will add 150 grams of the flour. And we're keeping 50 grams for the streusel again. Okay, and then 100 grams of the almond flour. And now we add the cornstarch and baking powder. And then the milk. We don't need this anymore. And we mix again. So it is a much thicker batter than what I'm used to, but it's normal. That's how you're supposed to do what they call a Rührteig. And then we are going to need a baking tin. I'm reusing the parchment paper from a cookie recipe that I made. You can see it here. And then I'm just putting some of that butter along the sides so it doesn't stick to it. Instead of the rhubarb, you could use cherries, are very popular. You could also use plums. So the season is starting soon for both plum and cherries. So I might actually try it. I've never done it before. This cake was actually my first attempt at a typical German cake, and it's so easy. So now we put the rhubarb on top. For the streusel, we're just gonna mix the rest of our ingredients together. So I'm going to remove my rings, and then we put the butter, the flour, the other flour, and the sugar together. And you could mix this with your hand mixer again, but you can also just do it with your hands. Get a little bit dirty. So we just put this on top of our cake here. Usually you're supposed to use a bigger pan, but I wanted like a higher cake, so hopefully it works. And then we put this in the oven for a good half hour. So about 30 minutes to 50 minutes later, depending on the size of your pan, you should have a beautiful cake like so. Still quite hot. Only remove the sides if you're sure that your cake is not going to collapse. Voila, almost perfect. And now we wait until it's cooled down before cutting into it.